It's now 6:11 a.m. on Monday morning, the end of the Sunday night, and I'm walking home. This was a fairly hectic night until 1 o'clock. It was one right after another, and I had my regular customer asking me to do her some favors, like lend her a bit of money. Then after 1 o'clock, she called me again and wanted me to take her downtown. So I took her downtown. And then at about 3 o'clock, she called again. I'd had another couple of calls, but they were canceled just as soon as I was on my way to them. And then at around 5 o'clock, I was awakened for a cancellation. Sent me on a call, and I started to go there, and it was canceled. Then I had another one at 5:30 or so after falling asleep again, and that was the last one. I just had enough time to get back to the bank, deposit a little money, and go to the gas station, fuel up. Now I have her bank card. There should be some money in the bank in the morning, and I will collect the money from her bank account that she borrowed from me over the last week or so. And that includes money out of my pocket and rides that I gave her. And so she keeps borrowing from me and then paying back that amount and then borrowing from me again until next time she gives me money. So she's still in the same ballpark of how much money she owes me. The debt doesn't seem to go down. How did I get suckered into that? The things we do for love. It's not even love. She's annoying. She's becoming less and less attractive all the time. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. My night started out busy. As soon as I came to work, I got in the cab and I was driving towards the parking lot that I usually sit in and watch videos when I got called to the Uptown Mall, which is just on the next block from... Oh, fuck, that's right. Let's put the clip in there. Annoying thing. There's the clip. Okay, we got the clip now. We got the clip in there now. So here's what happened. I got sent to Uptown, which is just a block away from the place where I usually sit and wait. So I picked up this guy, and he says, well, when is the next ferry? I said, in 20 minutes. He says, how long does it take to get there? I said, oh, about 25 minutes. At least I think there's a ferry at 7. And he says, well, let's go downtown then. And then he's checking something on his phone and checking something else, some schedule, and he says, okay, take me to the ferries. Because I mentioned that, well, you know, it'll be farther to the ferries if you go downtown now. It'll cost more. Anyway, it turns out the guy had a flight to Vancouver from the float plane, Harbor Air, scheduled for 7 in the morning. But he didn't want to fork out the amount of money it would cost to get a hotel room, because hotel rooms in Victoria in summer are expensive. They just jack up the prices. Just like they jack up the rents in this town, they jack up the hotel rooms. So anyway, I got him out to the ferry. And then I got back into town and I sat for about an hour. Then I had another trip. And then for most of the night, I was busy one after another. I've been trying to watch a 1-hour YouTube video for the last, what time is it now? 3:37? From about 9 o'clock. So let's say a good 6 hours. I've been trying to watch a 1-hour long video. And, you know, every time I get a chance to watch a snippet or two of it, I do. And sometimes I watch less than a minute and I get another call. It's been busy. That's what happened this time, too. I got sent out on the peninsula to pick up a call. And where was the guy going? To the airport. Not because he's traveling anywhere. No, he went out to the airport because he's the guy who got called in to fix the belt for handling luggage and stuff. So, yeah, I took him to the airport. And now I'm going back into town. And I'm going to go hit the bank and get my money from my regular customer. And that's in the plan. That's where I was going when I got the call to go get this guy. Now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to go into town, go to the bank, get the money, and give her back her bank card. I will put it in her mailbox, and that will be the end of that. I will have been paid for all the trouble I went through the last 2 weeks. Yeah, so much for the Monday night. Maybe some more stuff will happen. It's been too busy for a Monday. And I wonder why that is. It's the second time, and this place is fucking crazy. Oh, let me out. Let me out of here. It's been busy all night. I've got about 400 on. I'm tired and grumpy because almost every time I stop and the customer's still in the car, I'm getting another call. I filled up the whole damn sheet. I have had enough. No, I mean it. I'm tired now. Because between every 2 customers, I had to rush somewhere to get the next one. And that takes a lot out of me. I don't know about you, but it takes a lot out of me, and I'm tired. That's it. I'm done. The time is now 5:43. I'm going to go through the car wash and take it into town. And that is the end of that, because this was my second one to the airport on this Tuesday morning. It was the end of the Monday night. Yeah, that's what it was. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully well rested. Oh, Wednesday morning. Wednesday morning at the airport. Everything's fogging up. That's the end of my well, it's not the end really. It's only 4:08 right now. Time is 4:08, and so let's give it some defog here. Hopefully that works. Okay. I was fairly busy before midnight. My regular customer, of course, I had her bank card, her debit card, and so I was able to take money out of her account yesterday. And tonight, she had money to pay for the ride. She had money to pay for everything, so okay. That was fine. She paid. So that's good. And the morning hours were relatively quiet. I was able to go to sleep a few times. And from one of my naps, I was awakened to do this call to the airport. I've got about, I don't know how much I got on exactly. Definitely in the $250 range. Somewhere in that ballpark. I haven't counted anything. I'm gonna go back into town and take another nap. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to sleep some more. I'll be back tomorrow, the Wednesday night. The time is now 5:52 a.m. I'm just dropped off at the Tim Hortons out in the Western Communities. That would be Colwood. And I'm going to be heading towards the car wash. It is now Thursday morning, the end of the penultimate shift of the week. I'm going to go to the car wash and wash the car. It was a steady night until midnight. I had about 160 on, and then I had a 3.5 hour break. I didn't have a call for 3.5 hours. I went to sleep, and a few times I woke up from my nap and realized that I was still first up in Zone 68. I was first up in Zone 68 for 3 hours. Then I got a call from a pizza place to take somebody downtown. Got back out to my spot and waited. Got another call, and as soon as I was arriving at the place, I was canceled. Got back to my spot. As soon as I got back to my spot, I got sent to the 24-hour grocery. Got to the 24-hour supermarket, picked up the guy, and he came out to Kelly Road. $35, thank you very much. He had a bicycle and one bag of groceries. Then, as I was heading back to town, actually, I was coming right by this place. This is the casino. I got sent to the casino to pick somebody up and take him. And there were two guys. One guy went to Fort Victoria and the other guy went to Glanford. Grand total of that was another $30 between the two of them. And then I got back into town, had a couple of shorter ones. And now towards the end, I was trying to watch a documentary and I got another call that came out to the Western Communities. So in the last 2.5 hours, I made $100 between 3:30 and now almost 6. So even though there's no business for a while, you can have a break that's 3.5 hours long. That break can end explosively and make a little fortune. Anyways, I will be back tomorrow. I'm gonna wash the car now. Well, it turned out to be a pretty good night. I don't know exactly how much I have on, but it's probably considerable. Definitely over 300. I'm pretty sure of that. I had some good fares. I had some long fares. I didn't have all that many, but the ones that I had were good. It was a nice way to have it Thursday night. And my regular called, and she paid me, and she tipped me generously too. Well, yeah, I gave her a bit of whiskey, so she tipped me for that. And I have another regular. It's a hooker, and she's the sweetest hooker I know. You know, she's very, very gentle and kind, and she's pleasant. She's a very pleasant person. And she was going to score something, I think, but she fell asleep in the back seat for half an hour. And I was just sitting there with her sleeping in the back seat. She passed out because she'd been awake for something like 3 days nonstop. So now it's 6:04. It's the end of my shift, and she was even good about it. You know, she didn't say, "Oh, why didn't you wake me sooner?" And she said, "Oh, you had to put up with me sleeping for half an hour." And I said, "That's okay. You were gently snoring. I didn't want to disturb you." Meanwhile, the meter was ticking. Ended up making $40 off her because she said she wanted to wait in front of this building for her friend, and that's what she did. And her friend finally came down after she'd been sleeping for over half an hour. So that worked out very well. Yeah, now I can have my weekend. Now I can buy whiskey, and now I can buy groceries, and make a couple videos, and put this video up. Talked to my mother this morning, and here I am at the car wash, and I'm going to wash the car. Yeah, I think that's a plan. I'll be back next week, and I hope yours is better than mine.